Yeah, yeah. Our topic is Power Automate. We are also calling Microsoft Flow as Power Automates. Power Automate is just like our workflows. These are a cloud service and it is an online workflow. We can use 300 plus connectors and we can connect to different apps and we can do some operations like we can perform the operation with the files and databases and get notifications and collect data and much more. Basically, Power Automates are asynchronous one. And whenever we are working in the Power Automate, we no need of any Azure subscription. We can use the existing license based one. And whenever basically Power Automate is a collection of triggers and actions. And we have error handling at each action by using the configure run after with the four types of settings like is success, is as failure, is skipped, and timeout. And we have basically five types of flows. Those are in schedule flow, automated flow, instant flow, UI flow, and business process flow. Scheduled flow nothing but whenever you want to run the flow, you want to run the flow from particular date, and you want to run at a particular time, and interval like you want to run it by day, or you want to run for every month or like every year like that. Whenever you want to go like that, you can use the schedule flow. Automated flow like whenever you want to trigger like whenever some condition is met, like whenever some record is created, like that you want to trigger the flow, then you can go for the automated flow. And instant flow nothing but like triggers like some manual triggers, or when some file is selected like that, when something you want to trigger like that, then you can go for the instant flow. And UI flow nothing but it was based on some actions like mouse clicks, keyboards, like means nothing like some automation capabilities. Whenever you want to work with some automation capabilities on desktop apps, you can see here we have two types of UI flows: desktop apps and web apps. So whenever you want to work with automation capabilities on desktop or web app, you can go for the UI flows. And a business process flow is quite little bit different from all the existing four flows. Whenever you want to define some process and you want to follow step by step process, and whenever you want to go for next step, you need to mandate to complete the first steps, then you can go for the business process flows. This UI flow and business process for new, little bit new. Let's get into our CRM. This is our CRM, and whenever you want to work with flows, you can go to make.powerapps.com, or otherwise you can click on this button and you can see here Power Automate. Click on it. You can write flows from here also, just like create. Otherwise, you can go to Power Automate here. You can see create. You can see it was showing our five flows: Automate Cloud Flow, Instant Cloud Flow, Schedule Cloud Flow, Desktop Flow, Power Advisor, something. This type of flows. And you can see here you have different types of templates, free different templates. If you want to work with any connections between multiple connection, like you can see here some OneDrive plus Gmail plus Dropbox like that. Whenever you want to use some connections, you can use the free defined templates. And if you want to create the flow, just go to the plus create flow. Otherwise, if you want to see the existing flow, just click on my flows. Before going to this, you need to select your environment. Mine is portal trainer. I'm selecting the same one. You can see I'm already created one flow, but this was I'm turned off. I will show you if you go to our CRM. Yeah, you can see here we have some student exam parent everything, right? So I am creating one automated flow like whenever one student is created, we need to send email to the ID department to create the ID for the student. Like when today if one student is joined, so we need to send email to ID card department like some student is joined, so please create please write the ID card as soon as like that. So for that one, I am going to Power Automate. Here you can see I am selecting some create and automated cloud flow. If you want, if you don't want automatic cloud flow, just click on skip. You can see it will show like that. You don't want any type of flow and directly you want to go to the connectors, and you can go like this now. Just type if you want to work with any SharePoint, or you can see these are the connectors, whatever you want. If you want to connect with the Dataverse, you can select, you can just type the Dataverse. It will show the, click on Dataverse, it will show the all the triggers, like when the row is added, modify, delete, something like that. And you can see the actions. Basically, Power Automate is a combination of triggers and actions. Like this, if you want to, without you don't want what type of flow you are creating, simply skip it and go to the, go directly the, skip it and directly go to the connector and you can use it. Now I am creating the automated cloud flow. Here I want to send some, student invitation like that. So otherwise send ID card alert. And it was when the student is created, right? So can select the Dataverse with whenever you work with the Dynamic 365, you can click the Dataverse here. And see here we have when row is added, modified. So I'm selecting this. Click on create. Will show like that. You can see here change type means when record is create or modified, combination also is there. So I'm going with record creation. So added, and you need to select the table name. My table name is student, so I'm selecting students. And scope, you can select business unit or organization or whatever. And after that, now it will check, it will trigger whenever the student record is created. This is a trigger, and we want to add some action. Here I am creating one initializing variable, like whenever email received by ID card department, they directly map from email, they need to directly go to the student record and they need to check the details. So for this, I am initializing one variable. If you want to rename it, you can rename like student URL or something. I'm giving you a student URL. That's why I'm giving student URL. And you can give same student. And it was a string. Set string, and we need to pass here student URL. For that one, if you open any student record, a new window, and copy this URL. Here you can remove few. App ID is not required, and force one also not required. You can remove these things. If you want new window, you can click on new window. You can use new window, and you can use this. I think it will work. You can use this. I think it will work. Let's see, is it working or not? Yeah, this is working. So we can use this URL. Just copy it here, and here I am passing video ID dynamically. So for this one, you can see it will, when row is added like modified, right? It will show like this. Whenever you are adding any new step, it will come like this. When row is added, right? Like whenever if you add one more step, it will show student URL like that. So I need here student bid. So for that one, you can see student unique identifier, right? Select this. Now it will take ID dynamically. After this, I need to get the user record, which I will show you. You can see admin, right? Actually, I created one user with some ID printers or something, some NST printers or something. You can see I created this NST printers and I have given some job title as ID manager or something. Okay. Okay, instead I will show in the, actually it has some job title. It was not showing. Manage groups, I think. Yeah, you can see it's a display name NST printers and some manage contact information. Yeah, you can see it's job title is ID card manager. So I'm using this ID card manager as a condition to get the this user record. So for this, I'm adding one more. I'm getting list of records means user records with some condition. I'm using Dataverse means I'm getting from users from the CRM, right? So I'm using list rows. Yeah, here you can select the users. And I want to give some filter condition. You can use the filter condition, or otherwise you can download the fetch XML and you can, I will show you. Users, some title equal to the ID card manager. And see, it will show only NST printers. So you can download the XML. Whenever you want to work with fetch XML, you can use this thing like this. Just copy it. Just paste the fetch XML here. So whenever you want to work with, if you have multiple conditions and different types of link entities, whatever you want, then whenever you want to use the fetch XML, you can use this fetch XML query. Right now, I'm going with simple condition, right? So I'm not using this fetch XML. I'm simply adding the uh, filter rows. Here I am going with title equal to same ID card manager. Like this, you can add condition also. And I want only one record, so that's why I'm giving only row code now is one. That's it. Now we will get the users records who is having title as ID card manager. Right now we are having only one record, so we'll get only one. I'm also given it as row count as only one, right? So we'll get only one record. And whenever we are using list rows means we need to use the apply to each, means it will get record one by one. So you can type the apply to each here. Here you need to give the values. You can see list rows, right? List of rows. You need to give the value here. It will get to one record one by one. And next we need to, I want to assign that student record to the ID card card manager first. So that is the reason I'm assigning to ID card manager. So I'm updating the record of student with the ID card manager. So I'm taking the update record. You can take update row, and here you can get the students, and you can here you need to give the ID, student ID, and I want to assign the owner as ID card manager. Means I'm right now when our student is created by someone, right? I want to assign that one with the ID card manager. So that is the reason I'm updating with owner. I'm updating the owner means nothing but the assigning to something. So we need to give floor name of some users, and we need to pass here grid. So for that one, we need to get the user from the list of rows. Yeah, you can see unique identifier for the row. So we can use this. Now you will get the ID of the ID card manager, and then student record will be assigned with ID card manager. Next, we need to send email to the ID card manager. For that one, I am using email CRM email. For that one, I need to go for add a new row. Here we need to select add a new row, and here you need to give the email. We are sending email message, email notification, right? So insert email messages, and it by default it will take the from as our who is connecting with this email connector. It will take as from. So we need to give the two. So select here two, and give same system users, and here we need to pass ID, same ID card manager ID. So we need to give the same user. Sending this one to user, right? So that is the reason I'm using the same user grid. So now we'll assign to like that. We need to assign email body, and we need to give some subject, right? So whenever you want to give some body, you need to go for description. Here you can give like hi, ID card manager, right? So user name something is there. Otherwise you can give directly ID manager, ID card manager something. Card manager, and we need to give some break, otherwise they all will come in the same line. And please arrange ID card for the student. Here we can pass the student name as dynamically. For that we need to first that one list rows, or you can use the add new student. Yeah, you can use the name. We'll get the student name dynamically. Please enter the ID card for the student as soon as. And can give the breakpoint here. Please find the student details below. Hence, whenever he click the link below, it will open the student record. We just now we say the variable for the student, right? So we can use that one. We can give some href link. Here we need to pass that student URL. This one will take the URL of the student record, and you can give link as name as student details or something. Close refer link. If you can give breakpoint, here also you can give breakpoint. And you can give thanks some if you want to give the name or whatever, you can give thanks like that. And if you want to give any subject, you can go below. We have subject. This is the subject. Here we can, if you want to give any like a student created or something. Yeah, that's it. Now everything is done. I think subject added, the given body and two also. Let's see. Now I'm saving it. This is an automated flow. It will run when student record is created. So now the flow was saved. Now flow is ready. Whenever we run the student, it will run some process here. Let's see. I will open one second. Go to students. Just create one record. I'm creating one record. I'm just giving date of birth and whatever you want. What are the details you want, you can give. I'm just giving mandatory. Save it. So now the flow need to be run. You can see it is asynchronous, so it will take some time. You can see now it was succeeded. Let's get inside and see. If it's failed also, it will show as failed. You can see for what action it will failed also, you can able to see easily. Now you can see it got all the details from the student. If you whenever you want to use any details, just copy. You can check this one. If you want to use any option set value, you can see this is a lookup value. Whenever you want to get some lookup name, when some value, just copy the body value and you can use in the below steps, below actions. You can see it was got some and it was appended with student ID dynamically. And we are getting the list of those users. You can see I'm getting only one of one because I'm given one and we are also having only one record. And you can see now the student record is assigned with here we are updating user as ID card manager. So you can see here. Just go back. If you append the owner, if you add the column owner, you can see it was appended with NST printers. And you can also able to see email is created or not. Here you can see I'm given some condition email messages created on last hours X. So if any email is created, it will show here. You can see new student is created. Here you can see I'm adding columns. Owner. You can see now I created one record Jatin, right? So it will be assigned with NST printers. Yeah, this is the record. You can see it was appended with the NST printers. So whenever the new student is record is created, it will be appended. It will be assigned with NST printers, and we are sending email to NST printers and informing as one new student is created. So please arrange ID card as soon as. You can see the email here. You can see this is the email I sent. You can see it was with two as NST printers and subject. And you can see, hi ID card manager, please arrange ID card for the student. I given name as static dynamically, so it came as Jatin. And please, if you click on this one, it will open the Jatin record. Some issue, I think. Okay, just copy link otherwise. Okay, open link. You can see it was opened Jatin record. Now that NST printer can able to see the student details and you can able to create the ID card. Like this, we can use the automated flow. And any doubts here?
No, Naresh.
Yeah. If you click on my flows, it will show all the flows here. You can see here I'm already created one instant flow. I'm turning on. If you want to, for example, you can see here I'm added some. You can see something is failed, right? If you open this one, it will show for what action it is failed like that. You can see what step it will show for what step it was showing error like that, and it will also give here information why the flow was failed. So you can easily identify the error and you can resolve it. And I already mentioned here, right? We can use configure run after for action level error handling, right? So I'm showing right now that one. And whenever you want to edit the existing flow, just open the flow and you can see here we are having edit button. Just click on it. It will show what are the things we are added here. You can see I am added some recurrence. I just mentioned like whenever we want, when you want to run, from what date you want to run and what time and what is the interval. You can see here. I mentioned this one as every month. Actually, here what I'm doing is I'm getting some student who failed in the exams. Like and exams will be conducted for every month, like that I'm treating, and I am running this one every month. That's why I'm creating giving frequency as 1 month, and you can see it will run for from 22 means today from 4:30 onwards, means every month it will run at same 11 17 like that from 4:30 onwards. You can see here I am using list rows same as before, and I'm getting here failure student records, and you can see here I'm given here as expand query. Why I'm given is whenever you want to use right now I want information of exam owner details. So whenever you want lookup details of anything, you can give just like this. You need to give the lookup name, and under you need to what are the fields you require. You can give like this, and you can see here we have some settings. This is used for some whenever you want work with records, you need more than 5,000 records. You can use all these things. Please explore all these things, and you can see apply to it. Here I am getting exam details, and I am using apply to each means it will get all the failure records. And you can see here what I'm doing is I'm checking whoever getting less than 35 in the English exam. So I'm taken is less than equal to 5. Like this, you can use any conditions. Here I'm getting all the failure records. And after that, I'm checking who is having less than 35. Like this, you can using some conditional branch, and you can use like this. And you can see if it is yes, I'm sending email using some V3 means it is a Power Automate email. I'm using this. You can see here. If you click, sorry, you can see here. I'm clicking on this one as configure run after. You can see here we have some 4 special options: is successful, is he has failed, is skipped, is timeout. So whenever the above, you can see send email notification is success, means the above condition is success. It something will happen. Now I am taken as failed, right? So whenever send email notification is failed, then only the below this add new row will be executed. I can see I can show you how this will be work for if has failed. Here it was recurrence, right? So we can run manually right now. I'm running it. Run flow done. You can see it was running here. Open it. It will show. You can see it was failed. Something is its condition is true. System with ID does not exist. Some user ID mismatch is going here. That is the thing is not working. Edit. Parent value. You can see I've given some body. Same subject. Let's see, is it work or not? I'm rerunning it. Still it's failed. It was getting one record and condition also true. It was failing here, I think. Okay, if it's failed also, it will come here, right? Okay, I will check why this user was not exist. Let's open one user record and let's see. Okay, go to settings. Open any record. Open a window. Yeah, the record was not available. It was passing some user ID that was not available. That is the reason the flow was failing. We need to check from where we are getting this one. Stress. I'm getting from parent, so we need to check this parent value here. This is the one. The same. So some parent is missing. I think it was that's why it's coming issue. But okay, the problem is okay. I'm getting here. The problem is I am passing parent with system user. That is the reason it was showing issue. Here you can see it was system user. I'm passing some parent. That is the reason it was showing. Let's give here p2 underscore parents. See, it will work, I think. Yeah, now run the flow again. Still it's failed. Think it's not taking parents. The email was sent, but this was failed. Send email. Could not find email address for the recipient of P2 parent. Okay, that one does not have email ID. That is the reason it was showing error. So go to exams and check that one. Why it does not have email. Exam status equal to fail. And check the parent here, Gika. And you can see there is no email here. Give any email here, whatever you want. Now we have email, so rerun it. I'm rerunning the same one. So the flow is running. Now the flow run is successful. Now you can see here, if you open this, now this was failed. So whenever above, now I'm using configure run after, and whenever this email send email notification is failed, I am running this. Basically, whenever you are not using any failed condition or skipped condition or timeout exception, it will take as is successful and go to the next step. But I am using here as is failed. So above step is failed. That is the reason it's moved to the below one. And if you can see the email was sent or not, you can see here. You can see your child is weak in English like this. Like this, you can send the emails. I have given some message. So like this, you can trigger the instant flow. Basically, it will trigger on every month, but I run by manually right now because we need to wait for the interval, right? So that is the reason. Okay, now I will show you one more flow. That was I'm using some template SharePoint here. If you click on the SharePoint, you can see it was showing all the triggers when the file is created, when the file is classified, when file is created, when some item is added like this. So I'm using this one when file is created. So what happening is if you open the Power Automate SharePoint here, this is my SharePoint site. Go to the documents. Can can see here we have some. These are all enabled for document management. So I am already enabled for student entity also. You can see here whenever we uploaded any document for the student, for example, student, right? Here am I uploading some document, giving something. So under SharePoint, we need to give some permission. Actually, not everybody having view permission on the SharePoint. So whenever you want to give view permission to some persons, so what I'm doing is right now, you can see now the folder is created. Now only global user has the admin, access privilege. You can see here, manage access. You can see only global user having the permission. So I'm also giving view permission to the test user one. So you can see how I'm providing the access. Here we need to give the SharePoint site. This is our SharePoint site address, and I'm using the student, right? So you need to select the student library here, and you can click the next step, and we need to provide the grant access for the SharePoint. You can type the SharePoint. Click on SharePoint and check for the grant access. And again select the site address and same library name, that is student, or what in what folder, what entity folder you want to give the same. And we need to get the ID from the above step. So select this ID, and we need to give email addresses here. So I'm giving test user one something here. I'm giving access for test user one, and here you can see we have edit and view roles. I'm giving view access, and if you want to give any message, you can give. Otherwise, I'm giving notify as pictures. No, means they will not get any notifications. So click on save. Here, what will happen is whenever any folder created in the student offsite here, whenever any folder created, they will give also access for the test user one. Let's see. I'm creating one. Already no need of creating. I'm just uploading any record document here. It's already have, so we can try for another. Uploading something. Okay. Yeah, you can see now folder will create. Yeah, now you can see Nagesh was created. Same Nagesh only, right? Yeah, Nagesh only. You can see now, go to manage access. You can see now the access will be given to test user one also. Still it's running, I think. So not running still. Yeah, you can see still it's running. Yeah, it succeed. Now you can check. You can see right now we don't have test user one here, right? So you can see now manage access. You can see we are given the test user one as view privilege. You can see can view. Like this, whenever any folder created in SharePoint, you can give access through the Share Power Automate also. Any doubts? Hello, able to hear me?
No, Naresh. So Naresh, like we can use different connectors like here when we are like
Yeah,
here
we
you
can
use
use different.
PowerPoint. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use SharePoint, OneDrive, but whenever you are using any connector, you need to log in with that one first. It will
Okay.
ask access, like you can see here, I'm using SharePoint, right? If you open SharePoint,
Yeah.
it will ask some connection. You can see here my connection.
Okay.
So we need some connection. Without connection, it will not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think for this we have limit, right? We have limit for connectors for this cloud flows.
Not I'm not getting what limit.
Means the number of connectors we can use, like it, mm, I
No,
mean,
I can. We can use any connectors you want. I think.
okay.
Yeah. You can see we have some actions, right? One way action by action, right?
Mm.
Yeah. In the action, whatever connector you are, you can just type the connector name. Just now you can see right here. I am just type the. Whenever I type SharePoint, I'm getting SharePoint, right?
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
like whenever you're adding step, if you want to connect with OneDrive, you can connect the OneDrive and you can give the action like that.
Mm. Okay, okay.
Yeah. And I will show you one more thing here. For example, okay, add some tests, whatever. And when item is okay, data was C. Here, if you give the modified, and if you give the some student or something, and scope is organization. Now, if you use this, you will get all the whenever the record is modified, you will get, right. So, if you want to get for some specific conditions, you can use here your trigger condition. Means here whenever some record is modified, like as for this condition, right. When the student is modified, you will get this will be triggered. But if you want to trigger this condition first from specific condition, then you can go to settings and you have trigger condition, right? You need to add plus here and you need to use some condition like I will show you that one. You can see it like this, right? You can use this one. You can use it like this. Here, actually, this is an option set. You can see this is an exam status. I am using some top 10. Like this, whenever you want to, for example, if you this will, it's, as for this condition, it will trigger whenever student exam status is top 10. For that condition only, this will be triggered. Like by using this trigger condition, we can, instead of getting all the records, by using for only for specific condition, you can use this condition by using trigger condition. You can use more than one condition also, and you can use add or also in between the two condition also. Okay.
How we will get this query?
uh, this is it, up to here is same, up to body is no change. For this one, if you, for example, I will show you. If you, for example, if you open this ID card alert and open this success, here you can see when, for example, here I am creating the record, right? If you can see
Yeah.
here, if you copy this body, in the trigger, now we can see in the trigger condition, this is the option set label I used, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see pasted here. You can check that this, actually this is an exam or something. Here you can see if you want to use the this is the parent lookup. If you want to check the name of the parent, here it was not, that one not getting, I think. It, the body you can see the all the values. Okay, this is not on, this is student, actually this is an exam, so that is the reason we don't have it. I already copied somewhere. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, you can see this is an option set value. If you want to get the option set label, you can use this one. Otherwise, if you want to go directly with the option set value, you can use directly this one. Simply you can just add this one and add one more condition and save it and just run it, and you can use this one and you can go to the body. After that also you can add one more action and you can give as a condition also. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is only one way like we can get this, or if we have any tool where we can generate it, this query type.
uh, Query type, right? Well, we will get here only, right? If you want, for example, here whenever you are using some if you edit now, you're asking how the trigger this will come, right? You're asking this one.
Yeah, means this, or like
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah,
creating the flow, we want to add this condition, right?
yeah.
So
You can see here, updated one row, right? Here, updated row, right? If you can see here, it was student, right? If you copy
yeah.
this,
Okay.
you can see this is trigger outputs body student. So if you want to use any field like this, just add that one. You can copy and replace it. Instead of, you can see here I'm adding B2 student, right?
Mm,
I'm just replacing this with that one label, exam student, exam status, that label, like
okay.
that. Yeah. You can add any field in the below and you can we can copy it and you can check what is coming for this trigger output is coming, trigger body is coming, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for today, and I'm closing the training also. Thanks for all your cooperations.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
any queries?
Thank you.